Happy to have you aboard here for the Really Big Barbecue Show.
Boing. We cook because we have to, and we grill because we want to.
Hit me!
Fine, how's it going?
You have a great show. I'm a big fan.
Boing.
So what seems to be the problem here? This man looks like he's dead, and he's in the crackle.
Charbono! It's all about the charbono, dude!
Succulent fish! What?
He ate 54 wieners.
But listen, Libertius, shut your face.
I'm shaking like a dog shit peach seeds.
We have top men working on it right now. Top men.
Welcome to the second hour. Here we are. It's the Barbecue Central Show. We talk about only the most important barbecue and grilling related items as they've transpired over the last weeks, months, or years.
Boing.
The show originating from
Palm City, USA, Cleveland.
You guys remember when I could hit the high note, right? I said a week ago that the only side effect that I had from the colonoscopy was my upper register was gone. Maybe it's sheer coincidence, but I have to call the procedure place tomorrow to see. I don't have the high register anymore. I need that. Even when I start the show now, I'm like, all right, good evening, welcome to the Really Big Barbecue. I can't say it. I got no upper register. I can't lose that. That's all part of my charm, wit, and wisdom. I need it, right? Still to come on this show this evening, Sam the Cooking Guy, Dirk Mullins from the Rib Cook-Off Association, rounding out the show. We say good evening to those of you watching tonight through our video streaming platforms, facebook.com/BBQ Central Show, or twitter.com/BBQ Central Show, or youtube.com/@BBQ Central Show. And we are updating you on the YouTube poll question of the week. See, I can't get there. Which new cooker would you rather have, the GE indoor smoker or the current backyard full-size electric grill? And oh my, we are much closer than we were 45 minutes ago. 55% of you are now saying that the current full-size electric grill is more your jam than the GE profile indoor smoker, which, if you can do the math, is 45%. Only one time did we not have the percentages line up for whatever reason. I did ask if anybody else was getting Raw Chicken Guy in their feed. Smokin' Joe's Pit Barbecue has seen the Raw Chicken Guy outside of my mention. Jason Pettis also weighed in, saying that he looked up Raw Chicken Guy. Looks like he's been eating raw meat for a long time. He already knows he won't get sick. Is that a thing? Can you just condition yourself to eat raw meat, and it's one of those things what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? So maybe the first handful of times that this guy was eating raw chicken, he crapped his brains out, got really sick, whatever. Can that happen? I don't know if I want to take that risk. Here's what I remember as I was dating my wife at the time. I was here in the city that I happen to live in now, Willoughby, Ohio, but I was then from the mean streets of Bainbridge, Ohio, a township at that point. We drove out, then I'm hanging out late night after the bar. We go to the Wendy's, corner 91 in Euclid, ordered a chicken sandwich of some sort, and I got halfway through it, and then I looked into the sandwich, and the chicken was raw. And then within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I became fevered. I said, we got to get out of here. Like right now. We sped home. Luckily, it was only 5 minutes down the road. I get to what would be now my in-laws' place. Within 5 minutes of getting in there, I'm vomiting the most aggressively I have ever vomited in my life. Hard. And I didn't hydrate well, so it was thick vomit. Let me preface all of this by saying this is going to be gross, so turn it down if you want for the next couple minutes. I'm vomiting very thick stuff. it's so thick that as it's making its way up to about here, I'm choking because I can't get it out and I can't get it back down. And I think I'm going to die, but we're still vomiting and we're forcing it back up. I vomit so hard for so long, all the blood vessels around my eyes popped, but I didn't know it until the next morning. So when I was going to the golf club where I was bartender, I woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and all the blood vessels were popped around my eyes. I didn't know. Look, I continued to be not the smartest guy ever. I'm thinking I might be on death's doorstep, but we got to go to work. Drove to work. Doctor comes out of his BMW that I know because I hook him up on the bartender side. Say, hey, Dr. Breitenbach, what the hell is going on with my eyes? He looks, he's like, man, oh man. It's like, were you doing anything crazy last night? I said, no, I just ate a chicken sandwich and got sick, vomit. He's like, were you vomiting violently? I said, the most violent. Don't worry about it. It's just pop blood vessels. Go away in a couple days, blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, it did. But that's my raw chicken. So that's a long way to go to say, I don't think I would put myself in a position to want to make myself potentially immune or less exposed to becoming sick by eating raw chicken. So if that's a thing, I don't know. Maybe I don't think I want to do that. And even though he is gaining followers on Instagram at a breakneck rate, I don't think it would even be enjoyable anyway. So I don't think I want to do that. All right. Where do I want to go? 2 minutes. Let me tell you about what's happening this coming Friday on the Best Moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Episode 320, taking you back to February 14th, 2012. This time, who were we featuring? Not somebody well-known in the live fire industry, but somebody well-known in this house. My middle daughter, Madison Rempe. The day before Valentine's Day of 2012, Maddie celebrated her then 9th birthday. Fast forward to next week, in exactly a week, on the 13th, she'll be 21. Hello. Hello, time flies. She sat in at the beginning of the show back in 2012. We talked about some of her favorite barbecue foods. We also talked about if she felt any different from the day before, being 8, transitioning to 9 years old, just with the switch of a clock. And to be honest, I didn't remember that I even did this interview with her until I previewed it a couple weeks ago. So once again, kudos to John Solberg for finding this stuff and making it into the best moments of shows. This one especially just shows me the time, as I had said, is going by so fast. So each year older, it seems the years slip by even quicker. So appreciate what's going on around you, gang, because as I say each and every time, time is fleeting and nobody gets out alive. All right? All right. Now that we all feel better about ourselves, let's make way for our pal, Sam the Cooking Guy. But before we do that, we'll talk about Franklin Barbecue Pits. So we know it's a staple item. It's an ornamental item you want to put out on the back deck, in the backyard, whatever. It's going to cook great. It's going to hold temperature great. It's got a unique aesthetic about it. You can see the welds. It's going to patina in its own way. It's got its own badge number, all that good stuff. So that's great on the consumer side. You want one, you go to franklinbbqpits.com. Now, if you're a fan of the show and you own a barbecue supply store, now Franklin is trying to build the dealer network here in the colder months. So if you are somebody that's thinking about getting into the barbecue supply business and you're looking for an offset pit to carry, or you currently have a supply company, you carry pits, and you're looking to either add an offset pit to the line or add another offset pit to the line, because maybe you already carry pits and spits, for instance. Now you can have 2 of the premier offsets in the whole marketplace on your store. Go to franklinbbqpits.com, search for the dealer form on the website, download that, fill it out, and then electronically send it back to Matt over at Franklin Barbecue Pits. He will follow up with a phone call. You guys put a deal together. And now you can have one of the most elite offset cookers right there on your showroom floor. It's a silent salesman. I would say order 3 or 4, put one out there and leave it. Let it sell itself. Now you got some in the back. You're not like wheeling in and out. You're without product. You don't want to ever have somebody come in that's looking to pull that trigger and not have the silent salesman on the floor. You don't want that. Close the deal. Now, have them sign on the line which is dotted. FranklinBBQPits.com. That's FranklinBBQPits.com. Fill out the dealer form, and then you're off and running. Become a certified dealer of the pits. They also have a bunch of accessories that you can stock up on as well and complete the whole Franklin Barbecue Pit experience. We are back with Sam the Cooking Guy right after this. Stick around. Be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
All right, this portion of the show being brought to you by Pit Barrel Cooker, the most unbelievable outdoor cooking device on the planet. Available in 3 sizes. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a professional. It's a cooker you want to add to the arsenal. You visit pitbarrelcooker.com and tell them the Barbecue Central Show sent you. Also ask them if the PBX special is still out, where you can get a PBX for $299.99 shipped to your door. Ask them. Maybe if you mention the show, they still hook you up if they're a little more reluctant on offering that now. Don't tell them I told you, but just tell them you heard about it on the past show. And see if you can strike up from there. It's the first Tuesday of the month in the second hour, and we are welcoming our pal, Sam the Cooking Guy, back. Hey, Sam.
What's up, my boy? How are you, Greg?
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see those balloons?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. It's not me doing that. It's just my... Wait, hold on. Watch this one. Wait. Hold on.
What the F?
See that?
What is going on?
I've heard about this. I've not seen it actually happen, and I'm not really even sure what system is being used. What is this thing that you use?
vMix.
What is this called? vMix. And when I let me just talk to the audience for a second.
All right.
When I log into this, Greg sends me the link. He goes, link in the email for tonight. So I go to the email, I click on it. It asks me to put my name in, and I put my name in. It's the devil. I mean, I hate your guts. You're a douchebag, that kind of thing. You never comment. I don't know if you even see that.
I don't.
But this thing, hold on. Wait for it. Apparently, I thought was like a TikTok thing or something, or Facebook. I don't know. I don't know how it's happening here, but it's happening here, and now we can all enjoy it.
I think maybe it's a Mac thing, right? You're an Apple guy.
Know. Yeah, I have a Mac. Yeah, I don't know if this will do anything. I'm just trying to make it do something. Hey, how are you, buddy?
I'm
Good
great.
to see you.
I'm great. Can I introduce you to somebody real quick?
I'd love you to.
Let me see how I'm going to do this. All right, joining me now. Joining me now.
Go ahead.
How am I going to do this?
Oh my God! First time?
No, she's not there. She's not there. Hold on.
She's right there.
It's this one. It's Maddie, right there.
Hi,
hey,
Sam.
Maddie. Hey, Maddie. I love your background. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. Nice to see your face.
Oh, thanks.
Sam, in 1 week, week's time exactly, Maddie turns 21.
No, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that. Unbelievable. Officially able to drink in the house. Wait, let me ask you a question. Look at me right now. Have you been drinking in the house before next week?
Yes.
Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that.
By the way, her parents know we're not like prudes.
No,
I
no,
do
no.
it-
I'm sure. Listen, you go to almost any other country, and kids are able to drink. You go to Paris, France. They start drinking wine at an early age. You go to London, in Great Britain. They're drinking beer little bits at a time at an early age, 14, 15, that kind of thing. I would argue that the rates of alcoholism in those countries are less than they are here because they've learned how to handle, they've learned to deal. And here we're so prudish about this stuff. It's terrible. Way to go, Maddie. And congratulations on turning 21.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear your best of on Friday.
You really
Yeah.
going to listen to that?
I'm excited for that too.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
I listen. Of course I do.
I'm going to listen too. Well, I just
What do you
wanted to
mean?
come on and say hi.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Sam, Maddie's
I'm
the
a fan.
biggest
Listen.
fan in the house aside from me.
I'm a fan of this show, and that means I listen to I listen to everything.
Yeah. Do you see?
Which, by the way, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Do you know who this person is? Below. Oh, I sent you
Well,
the
I
link
do now.
earlier,
I do-
right?
I do
Katina.
now because yeah, wow.
Yeah, she's quite the eater, isn't she?
Just let me tell you something. You want to pay attention and stay tuned for that because what that little girl can do, will blow you away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I watched it. At the end of it, I said to you, I go, I can't believe that she did that. And she didn't look like she was going to handle it very well, but she did.
Yeah, she's a professional eater. She says, Maddie, do you want to leave Sam with anything before we move along here? We're going to talk about his new book coming up.
Oh, no, I just wanted to come down and say hi because I saw you were on.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks, Maddie.
that's all.
Maybe
I love that you're here. I appreciate you.
Maybe congratulate Sam on the new
Can I
book.
do this?
I was just going to say that. Congratulations on
There you
your
go.
new
Those
book.
balloons are for Maddie's birthday.
All right.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I'll give her some more.
Thank
There you go. Happy 21.
Wow.
Thank
There you go.
All right. So there's Maddie.
Okay, wait, but before we talk about my book, and
right.
yes, of course I want to. I have a new book coming out. It's Sam the Cooking Guy and the Holy Grill.
Shit.
It might be of interest to some of your fans, might not be. It might be too simple for some of the hardcore. Hey, pay attention to your guests,
I'm
not
sorry.
your daughter.
I got a lot of things going.
I saw what you were doing there. Don't do that. I want to send you something. If I can do this, hold on.
Why does it work for you?
Biatch. Hold on.
I think this thing has got to work. It's because you have a.
I know
maybe
you're not
an
using
app.
a Mac. I don't know what you're using. You're some
I have a
Linux
PC.
thing. What do you got there? PC.
Yeah.
PC short for piece of shit.
I don't think that's exactly how it's spelled, but all right.
Sorry. Short for a piece of chit.
Yes.
Damn it. Where is this thing I was going to send you?
Oh, first time on the show? Okay.
Hold on. No, I can do this. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so let's just talk about something for a second before we talk about my book.
Sure.
And I know I don't have a lot of time. I'd love to talk about my book. Sam the Cooking Guy and the Holy Grail comes out March 12th. There you go. You got a copy. Would you like to tell them who one of the people that made a quote on the back was?
I don't know if you can see that.
No, it's blurry as hell.
Is it? It's me. I made it.
Craig Rimpey, can I quote you?
Yeah.
In true Sam the Cooking Guy fashion, Sam delivers the book filled with incredibly delicious, creative, and easy to follow recipes supplemented with mouth-watering photographs. It will help you raise your backyard barbecue and grilling game to new heights.
Yes.
Greg Rempe, host of the Barbecue Central Show. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. You did it so quick, and you're wonderful.
Look, if anybody's thanking anybody, this is me thanking. I mean, we're going into a love fest, which people either love or hate.
No,
the fact that you have access to the most elite of the elite, and the fact that you reached out to me to ask to write a blurb, or I don't know what the proper term for it is.
I think blurb is probably right.
A blurb.
Look, why would I reach out to somebody that I don't give an F about?
I don't know.
I don't care about.
People like big names, and
I don't
the
care
word
about big names.
that.
I care
Obviously.
about people that are important to me in my world. And when it comes to the barbecue, smoking, grilling world, you're one of the most important people I know. I'm not kidding.
Thank you.
There's two people on the back of the book. You're one of them. And I love you for doing that for me. Thank you.
Yeah, well, the pleasure was mine. And given the time that you had connected to me and asked me to do it, helped kind of bring some levity to the situation we were in. So
you're the best.
Well,
you're the best.
Well, most appreciated. No doubt.
Listen, I want your audience to know that we have this once a month relationship on the air, but we have off air I'd say 10 to 15 time a month conversation, text, email,
ongoing,
whatever, ongoing. We talk a lot. I listen back to episodes and then I'll text you, I'll call you. We talk about stuff. We make fun of Meathead with his book that's never going to come out because he's trying to make it too much. All the things we talk about, that could be a show.
Yeah.
Us, it's like it could be the after show of what you do.
Yeah.
But I have a true friendship with you, my friend, and we've never met, and one day we will.
Yeah.
I have an idea about that, but I'll just leave it for now. But right now, all these nice things I'm saying about you, now I need to bust your balls a little bit.
All right, let's have it.
Let's talk about the way you pronounce this word.
All right.
Wagyu. And you went off on a tangent a year ago, I don't know what it was, about how nobody knew how the hell to pronounce that name. You're the only person on the planet to pronounce it. Say it.
Wagyu.
Say it. Now, it's not what you pronounce it as.
Wagyu?
You say Wagyu.
Wagyu.
You can't even remember.
I don't remember what happened yesterday.
And I've given you shit about it. No, neither do I. I've given you shit about it. I want the audience to know. You try and tell everybody you're so smart.
Yeah.
You're the only one on the planet that knows how to pronounce that word.
Wagyu.
And you say Wagyu.
Yeah.
Like Waigoo. Wagyu. And you've committed. Stop it. That's not how you say it. You say Wagyu.
Wagyu.
And you had your boy on from
Browsy Acres.
Browsy Acres,
yeah,
right?
Travis Brown. Yeah.
Travis.
He said it right.
Listen, he said it one way, and I sent Greg 4 or 5 examples of people pronouncing it the proper way, Wagyu, from the internet. And then I said, you think that your boy from Browsy Acres would have said it properly, and you go, he did.
Yeah.
Which means one of you didn't. So I'm going to send you something right now. Stand by. Stand by. Hang on. I'm going to send you this. I want you.
You're going to send it to me.
No, I want you to play this for everybody. You're going to get that in about 10 seconds.
How am I getting it?
I just texted you something. Text. And it's an MP4. I want you. It's an MP4. I want you to play that.
All right.
For everybody. Turn the sound up. And this is your boy, Travis.
Yeah.
Pronouncing it. Hold on. You said he pronounced it properly.
Of just doing research and trying to figure out what was the best beef, we came down to Wagyu. The Wagyu.
Sounds right to me.
That's not what you say. I want you to admit right now that Wagyu is not right.
Wagyu is not right.
Wagyu is not right. Thank you.
It's not. Now.
And have you known that?
How now?
Now we can talk.
I didn't know we were going to go tit for tat here.
No, listen.
But I might as well.
Queen's English. Go ahead.
This is not anything about how to pronounce anything.
No.
Can you tell me why?
What did I do?
Why?
What? Stop it.
The hell would you put smoked cream cheese? I mean, are we catering to the bottom of the barrel?
I remember you hating it.
I mean, what the fuck?
Listen, I want you to remember.
If you have to put smoked cream cheese in a recipe, these people shouldn't even they don't even know how to read in the first place. It's outrageous.
By the way, can you just show how effing beautiful that picture is?
Oh.
Because it's fucking gorgeous.
Like nobody can imagine what cream cheese and rub looks like.
Oh my God! Stop it. Well, how's your newest book doing, biatch?
You know I don't even read. Hold on.
Listen, I know you can't read and you can't pronounce.
I can barely pronounce.
Oh my God.
Wagyu.
Why did I ask you to do this?
Hold on. You didn't. Oh, wait.
I want to say something.
So this was I was going to say this is my favorite picture in the book. Which is,
that grilled cheese.
Yeah, with prosciutto.
Yeah. With prosciutto, as they say. Listen, let me tell you something. No, that's the recipe. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is a prime example of a beautiful block of smoked cream cheese. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, look, this show adheres to a slightly higher standard of barbecuing, smoking skills. That's not who I write the book for. Somewhere in the beginning, I say, look, if you're a KCBS kind of guy, this book is not for you. This is for regular, everyday civilians. That's where I live. If I know anything about anything in business, it's know your audience. And I know who my audience is. My audience is not necessarily the cream of the crop of the watch as you, right?
In your defense, some of the most elite barbecue and grilling stars found their way to the smoked cream cheese trend bandwagon.
Listen, I'm telling you,
it's ridiculous.
When I first saw it,
cheese.
I thought, but when you smoke it, bitch,
it becomes
a whole nother
it's
thing.
Fucking cream
why are you hating it?
It's cream,
you don't like
cheese.
Cream cheese.
It's not a recipe.
Why do you hate cream cheese?
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Oh
it's offensive to me as a human that somehow this makes it into a cookbook.
Onions. You don't have any leg to stand on. You like this much of the food world. You have no
onions.
Right.
I would rather eat onions than take part in smoked cream cheese. If you can't figure out how to smoke cream cheese or heat up cream cheese,
excuse me.
You're an idiot.
I'd like to.
You can't listen to my show. You're not allowed anymore.
I'd like to talk. Well, then
go ahead.
Goodbye, me every second Tuesday. Let me just talk to your audience for a second.
You have the floor.
Don't listen to Greg. Don't listen to his biased opinion about what he thinks of smoked cream cheese. Cream cheese is delicious. It works in all kinds of recipes. Of course, a bagel and lox and that kind of stuff, it's great. You stir it into a pasta, it's great. You put a little bit, as my mother would do, in some scrambled eggs in the morning, it's fantastic. But when you take it and you score it and you put some rub, whatever the rub is, barbecue rub, the Old Bay seasoning, the bagel, what is the bagel thing on top, whatever it is, when you do that and you throw it in a smoker for a couple hours, it comes out completely different. What does Greg know? Apart from his shirt saying barbecue, that could be the extent of his knowledge.
Could be.
Just do it. I'm telling you.
A wise man. I once learned from a wise man that heat changes things. So I'll give you that.
Yeah, thank you. It does.
All right. Give us the, by the way, I love the cover.
Thank you.
If I'm being critical, I don't know how any cover beats the one from the last book where you had your head in between pieces of bread with condiments.
No, I don't think it does.
This is pretty good,
but
though.
But listen, if you turn to page, hold on. If you turn to inside, Jesus God, go inside a couple of pages till you get to this. And in the book, I put a handful, 7 or 8 QR codes.
All right.
And if you shoot that QR code with your phone, it says, here's what the cover almost looked like. And so it's a bit of an Easter egg, but I give you the reveal because we really tried to embrace the Holy Grail, Monty Python and the Holy Grail look. And that was the full night outfit. Are you doing that now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that was supposed to be it. I had a crown, I had chainmail, I had the gloves.
You could get stabbed and it wouldn't hurt.
And even the sword had a whole chicken on it that we decided was covering up the handle. It didn't look like a sword. So there's a bunch of those throughout the book. There's a chimichurri recipe. You shoot that and I'll show you how to make a whole bunch of other things with chimichurri. It's fun. It's a playful book. Don't get all wound up about it being a smoked cream cheese in there, which, by the way, you should be making.
Here's what we know. At some point last week, #1 barbecue and grilling book on Amazon.
Crazy.
So,
yep. And it's not even out yet.
If you're not pre-ordered it yet, jump on the bandwagon because everybody else has. and put in your pre-order now. And when will it hit decks?
It's March 12th. And by the way,
March
if you go to the cookingguy.com and you click on the Holy Grail book, it shows you where you can pre-order it. But once you've pre-ordered it, you go to another link, you enter the fact that you've pre-ordered it, and you can win a complete set of Cooking Guy knives worth almost $900.
Wow.
And if you don't get that, everybody will get a couple of video recipes that are not in the book. Just a little extra thank you for pre-ordering. So,
and
there you go.
Mega grand prize winner, a full box of Wagyu beef.
Jeez.
How about that?
I just want you to say right now to all your audience, I've been pronouncing it wrong.
It's Wagyu. It's Wagyu.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Friends?
Hence always friends. Always friends.
Except you're the only one that can make the balloons go up.
There you go.
Give me balloons.
But that's not for you, buddy.
There you go. Wow.
That's for Maddie.
Crazy. And that just happened?
That's for Maddie.
That's never happened before. That's just happened.
No.
Wow.
Have you upgraded your software or something?
I doubt it. It's a new. I got the new computer, but that's it.
Just only this hand works.
Maybe you gotta hold them up flat. They're too pointed. You gotta have them up more like this.
No, it's like now I can't make it to save my.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
good.
That's great. Look,
and don't forget these.
Go to thecookingguide.com, pre-order the book. I was worried that we weren't going to get to anything, but we only got to one thing on the agenda. So in March, we will try doubly hard to get through some of this other stuff that I wanted to get to.
You can put one thing on the agenda, and we probably won't get to it.
You know what? It's Maddie's fault.
I love Maddie, but that's but that's our relationship.
That's right.
It is what it is.
It's planned until it's not planned.
It's never planned.
That's right.
Exactly.
Sam, always appreciate the time.
Thanks,
we'll see
everybody.
You in March.
Love your audience. I love you.
Love you.
See you next month. I'll probably talk to you in the next couple of days.
All right. Looking forward to it. It's Sam the Cooking Guy, of course. And a quick appearance by Maddie as well. A lot of things going on there. The release of the new book, or talking about the release of the new book. So it's going to land March 12th, so you can pre-order still at this point. We have the Rib Cook-Off Association ready to go. And before we get to them, I will talk to you about Big Papa Smokers. Our friends at BPS have something special just for you, listeners of the show. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or a grilling newbie, Big Papa Smokers, your one-stop shop for all things barbecue. From their championship rubs, mouth-watering sauces, essential accessories, they've got what you need to take your food to the next level. Whether you're on the competition circuit or in the backyard, here's a cherry on top. Big Papa Smokers offering the listeners of the Barbecue Central show an exclusive deal. When you use the code REMPE, REMPE, at checkout, you get $10 off your next $50 purchase of rubs, sauces, and accessories. Imagine the possibilities. Evaluate your ribs with Big Papa's Sweet Money. Add Big Papa's Desert Gold to your chicken, or better yet, pick up Double Secret Steak and add it to your steak. Head on over to BigPapaSmokers.com and start shopping today. And don't forget to use the code REMPE at checkout. REMPE. Claim $10 off your next order of $50 or more. Also, don't forget to check out Big Papa's full line of recipes at cookingwithbigpapa.com. And of course, follow them on social media for amazing recipes as well. We're back right after this. Stick around.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. full packers, full racks, legs and thighs, injecting butts. If you've never heard this before, you might think you found the best XXX show ever. Let's get back to the most homoerotic host out there today, Greg Rempe.
We thanks, Sam the Cooking Guy, for joining us last segment. This portion of the show being brought to you by Aladino, makers of the Corojo Reserva line, the Aladino Classic, the Aladino Sumatra, and many more. Trying blends made by Aladino give you a top quality smoking experience. So if you're into premium hand-rolled cigars, if you're not familiar with JRE tobacco, shoot me an email. I have some samples to send out to you, a couple different options. So hit me up first try before you buy, if you will, and you can search their website at jretobacco.com and find a retailer near you. Should have Justo Aroa on the show in early April, I think. We had to reschedule because he was going to be out of town for the date that he had booked, but looking forward to all of the cigar talk that'll be happening here in about a month and a half. Helping me close the show tonight is the creator of the new Rib Contest Association. KCBS has rolled out single meat contests over the past few years, seen some success with those, but this one is the newest on the scene, focused on one of my favorite barbecue meats, ribs. Here to talk about why they created the Rib Cook-Off Association, how it works, and how many of the events are being planned for 2024. So I have good news and bad news. The good news is I can hear you. Hi, Dirk. The bad news is we've chunked through about 5 or 6 minutes of technical issue, and that's not going to do what we want to talk about tonight any justice, promoting Rib Cook-Off Association and all that fun stuff. So it would probably be better for us to rebook, and then we can have the allotted amount of time to talk about the whole background and how you get it. I'll resend you a link for another booking, and then we'll get scheduled. And I apologize
Thank
tonight.
you.
But
Sorry
we'll
about that.
No problem. We'll get it done. Dirk and Jody right there. And I certainly appreciate the fact they were traveling, so they were setting up in a hotel room to make sure that they could still do the segment. So we will get it locked and loaded here over the next couple of weeks and talk about the Rib Cook-Off Association and go from there. Would I have Barfly 7777 on the show? I think so. I mean, if I'm having Katina Eats Kilos on the show, I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying I'll go outside the box. Barfly's pretty interesting. He is doing, I guess, what you would call some sort of barbecue. It's not live fire. I believe that would be highly illegal. So I would be open to it, and we do get outside of the box. So, Fred, thank you for writing in. Tom in Minnesota writing in, Greg, excellent job by Colorado Custom Beef in describing the beef industry and marketing direct to consumer. You just know they have a good product when they don't have to put others down to market their own. From one beef producer to another. Good job. Regards, Tom. Tom, of course, from Remley Custom Beef, who was on the show last year. Tally in New Mexico writing in, Greg, do you listen to your own show? During the December Embedded Correspondence segment, Doug from Texas mentioned bluntly that he was ready to release a rub to retail. You should check your own show out sometimes. It's a pretty good listen. Podcast listener only. Love the show. Regards, Tally. Thank you, Tally. I missed it. I don't recall Doug ever saying that he had a rub ready to go for retail. I just don't. But I missed it. And Tally made sure that I missed it. And Doug made sure that I missed it. And I think Rusty also wanted to make sure I missed it, but he didn't. Because he didn't want to disrespect me like everybody else wanted to. So Tally, thank you for pointing out my deficiency in paying attention to my Texas embedded correspondent. I think that's going to do it. Let me move these things out of the way. And we will segue over here. And we'll call it an evening. Oh, wait. Remember when I used to go, oh, I can't get up there. I got to remind myself, call the place tomorrow. See about my high register. I got to get my high register back. Not like high register Sean, but high register. If you don't, you might not get the reference I just made there. All the way back in the first hour, it was Malcolm Reed out of Barbecue Right and Killer Hogs competition team. After Killer Hogs, after Malcolm Reed, it was Katina DeJarnette. Katina Eats Kilos, KatinaEatsKilos.com. You can follow her at Katina Eats Kilos on all the social media platforms. And follow her over on YouTube, Katina Eats Kilos. No, youtube.com/@Katina Eats Kilos. Second hour, Sam the Cooking Guy, thecookingguy.com. And we almost had Dirk and Jody from the Rib Cook-Off Association. We're going to get a little NBBQA recap as well right off at the top, but we'll have to reschedule that because we had a little technical difficulty in front. Again, podcast listener, you will never know that. It will be a seamless, short segment that you're just learning about now that there was an issue that we struggled with for 5 or 6 minutes. But you won't know that because I love you. Big show planned for you next week. Meathead is in. Robert Moss is in. And we have it's either 1 or 2 guests in the second hour as well. Locked and loaded, gang. You're not going to want to miss it. So how do I always leave you? September 11th, 2001. I will never forget. Until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. This is your program host, the proud U.S. American, Greg Rempe. Good night now.
Yo, pod! This is Meat Mitch, and you're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.